How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here, and welcome back to an episode of Kayne's Bedtime. Just before you watch, I just want to mention that I've done a special episode. It's under this episode, if you know what I mean. So this episode and then this one episode, I forget the number, episode 6 special for Brody Lee, or John Huber, who passed away just only last week, and I just didn't feel comfortable talking about it in the same sort of video like this, if you know what I mean. So I've just done a video talking about him, some of my favourite memories, and basically, keep it on its own video. So yeah, today we've got a lot of things to talk about, so let's get to it. Alrighty, now you may have noticed something a bit different. That cube spot used to be full. Those figures there were in this one. Because my Christmas present, or my sort of big-ish Christmas present this year from the family was, and it's been something I had my eye on for a very long time, and the day finally come where it was on special, and I thought, finally, I will buy it, and it's going to complete my collection for now. I now have the Intercontinental Championship replica title from 1998, till 2011 if I remember. So yeah, it's completed my title collection now. For now, I've got a clean sort of number. It's I think 10, so it doesn't look odd. And yeah, it was 20% off. And the funny story is, I did an unboxing and I did explain a little bit. This wasn't my present. This was a so, I mentioned in I think last episode, when I bought Legend of Dragoon, I have a savings account, and when I see something really cool, I'll pick it up. So as I was re-saving, it was only 200 for Dragoon, so I still had 200 left. So I was adding on to it again, and the Intercontinental title was 20% off. It was, I said 400, I think it's actually 460 or 450 if I remember, but there was like $100 shipping, so it was 550. And so I thought, fuck it, I want it. I really want it. It's in my grasp. Every time I've waited, it's sold out, and I went ahead and purchased it. And surprisingly, it come before Christmas. Now, I forgot to actually say, so it's not it wasn't my intended Christmas present. So I've got a few things here that were part of the, alright, let's start again, because I'm missing certain things. So what the family do, we give each other money and we buy what we want, because it's such a weird feeling. I know it's like, well, I give you 200, you give me 200. Well, there was no point, was it? It's just the mindset of, right, that 200 is going towards me. It's not going towards a bill. It's not going towards sort of anything that, that I need to sort of pay. It's a present, so I don't feel guilty for buying something. Do you understand where I'm getting? It's a weird mindset, but we've been doing it for the past few years, since me and Luke got a job, if I remember, and it's just an awesome way to sort of, get some things under the tree. And what I normally do is I always buy something random as well, just something, not too expensive, but something to keep surprised, like a surprise under the tree. And Luke's done that as well. He's sort of adapted that as well into his sort of shopping, what to buy for, and it just sort of makes it fun in the end. What can I buy Mum? What can I buy Dad? I mean, last year I bought Dad because he works in the Navy, I bought him a puzzle treasure chest, and he had to sort of build it, and I thought that was a really fun one for him, and he loved it. He was really fun building it. And this year I bought my mum, because she's a big fan of Queen, she loves Freddie Mercury to death. I bought her it's like a wooden sculpted guitar with a Queen pattern on it, like of Freddie Mercury, and just like things like that. And so with mine, like I said, I'll show you the ones that I did buy later on, because I want to talk to them separately. Hang on, my dog's barking at something. Normally that's bad. It is a bit windy, maybe something fell. I think we're in for a storm. It's very sort of stormy out there. But anyway, so I originally, with the money that I got, I bought some figurines from Ringside. I've been eyeing some figures for such the longest time, and I didn't want to buy any, but then when I did my big cleanup, I kind of fell in love with them again, and I thought, I really want to see what they have. And they got a couple of China figures now. There's the one with Triple H when she first debuted and she's got the European title, so I got her. And I also got when she did WrestleMania 17 and she was the women's champion. I'm hoping one day they do one when she won the Intercontinental title, I hope. I also bought a couple of Chris Jericho's. I bought 2 of the little bit of the bubbly exclusives because I want to keep one sealed and have one displayed because it's got the AEW title, you know, little figure. And I think I bought another one. I bought the Kayne Survivor Series exclusive where he's got the alternate attire, and that was all about, so I spent what I had and I had about 200 left, so I bought all them. Unfortunately, the Chris Jericho was on back order, so I back ordered till February, and I was like, oh shit, they're not going to ship them out till February. Oh no. So I was like, oh well, that's, you know, most of my presents that won't be under the tree. Well, what arrived a few days later? The Intercontinental title that I ordered. So from the savings that I had, I put the 200 towards that. So I thought, alright, I'll class this as my present from the family. And Mum's like, are you sure about that? And I'm like, yeah, wrap it up. I'll get my name on, like, get your names on there and put it under the tree. And yeah, when I opened it, I was very happy. So yeah, that's the long story of how I wasn't intending for this as a Christmas present to becoming the Christmas present, and I am very happy to finally have the Intercontinental title replica. Shame I kind of repositioned the camera. I thought I'll put the belt there and have it displayed, but yeah, oh, it's so cool. I love it. Absolutely. My favourite design for the Intercontinental title, and it's definitely my top fave championships. That is a vlog I need to do one day. Oh shit, that come out of nowhere. My favourite championships, I'm going to do it eventually. I mean, I know I've got them, like, obviously it's like they're my favourites, but there's some that I love and I don't own, like the ECW tag team, the Raw tag team titles, you know what I mean? Yeah. So one day that's definitely going to be a video. Alright, so the other things I bought for the Christmas money, I got 2 games. I got Streets of Rage 4 and this one I've been eyeing for such the longest time, and they finally put on special because I didn't want to pay the full price because I don't know if it's like it was worth that much. Terminator Resistance. So yeah, I got these 2 for my, you know, my Christmas presents, wrapped them under the tree, and I can't wait to jump into this one. And yeah, I'm so glad to get Streets of Rage 4. Such a great game series, and I can't wait to do it. I want to try and, you know, do it as a double trouble play. You know, me and Luke do like the older games and then that one. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, this one I was supposed to buy so long ago, but the comic shop sold out, and I was like, oh, I'm so sad. But yeah, when it was the first thing I got with my Christmas money, I finally got a Casey Jones figure from the first Ninja Turtles movie, and it was a double pack. I actually got Raphael in disguise. So yeah, these were such cool figures, and when the comic shop got more in, I was like, yes. And I've forgotten his name, but the guy who played Casey Jones in that movie, he is Casey Jones in my opinion. He's like the Robert Downey Jr. to Iron Man, the Hugh Jackman to Wolverine. He is Casey Jones. I didn't like the Casey Jones in the recent Ninja Turtles, you know, live action movies like by Michael Bay. Nothing against Stephen Amell, but I just did not find him as a Casey Jones. So it's one of my favourite movies. It's up there like Beverly Hills Ninja because of Casey Jones. I mean, I love the Ninja Turtles, obviously, but he's my favourite character out of the entire show. And it's basically who I base my YouTube sort of thing on with my masks. I originally had like Kayne's mask, but then I watched Ninja Turtles for the first time in so long, and I thought, Casey Jones, I haven't, you know, it's been so long since I really sort of, you know, showed an interest in him, and I just thought the mask was so cool. Hang on, get it in there. And funny enough, I bought a handmade one to sort of wear, but it was very uncomfortable. The comic shop got a replica version of his mask, and I thought, yes, finally. So I was really happy, you know, to finally have a Casey Jones in my collection, because I did have the cartoon, not like the Nickelodeon show. It's like that it's when they're teenagers. Got the round one. I thought it's a cool version of him. But yeah, I got the OG, you know, my favourite of all time, and yeah, Casey effing Jones. And of course Raphael, you know, it was such a cool sort of pair up. I think that's what sort of bothered me with the live action. I get what they were going for, they were trying to change it up a bit, but to me, Casey Jones, he follows his own rules. He's essentially the Punisher. You know, a bad guy is going to get his ass whooped. You know, he's a cop now, but he has to follow a code. He can't just beat up a guy. He's a police officer. And then it's like with Raphael, them two were sort of two peas in a pod. You know, who the hell do you think you are? This is my street. I protect these streets. Excuse me, buddy. You're walking around with a cricket bat. Okay, these are the surprise ones that Luke got me. He got me this really cool Star Wars mini sort of vehicle riders. I don't know the series, but he got me Ahsoka because he knows she's my #1 favorite Jedi, and that just looks really cool. I might see if I can get the other ones. It just looks really awesome. It's just so neat. I mean, look at that. It's like, and got her lightsabers and all. And I've also got, because he knows, you know, he watched my vlog the other day that I did, not the other day, the other week, where I was searching for my old figures. He got me Sabine with a really cool, you know, grappling hook gun, and I'm going to put her over near my other one. So it was just funny. He was trying to watch my vlog to see if I actually had that one, but no, I didn't. And I got a bonus present because the seller he bought from sent the wrong one, and they were really nice to just say, oh look, we're sorry, you can keep that one, we'll send the replacement. I got a Chewbacca one, and he's riding like a helicopter kind of vehicle, which looks really awesome. So yeah, these are really neat. I really like them. I didn't think to sort of grab them. My parents, they bought me some aftershave that I really like. It's Savoy. I think it's Savoy. It's a Johnny Depp one. I've been wearing that one for 10 years. It's the one that I get all the compliments on from work. You know, they're all saying, "Oh, you smell very nice. What's that?" And I'm like, "I'm a pirate." And what else? Oh, I got some socks. I got some really cool sort of. You know, I can't even. Can I? Hang on. Let's see if I can grab one. I like my mum when she buys me socks. She always buys really fun ones. Alright everyone, since the last episode I've actually played a lot of this game, Cyberpunk 2077. Oh my god, is this game addicting. I gave this game a lot of shit when I unboxed it, when I did my last episode. I should have played it first. That was ignorant of me to have done that, but you know, it was just the way it was with the release and how broken it was. But bear in mind, I'm using a base PS4. I'm 9 hours in, I've had one game crash. I can't put the game down. I literally just finished a session tonight. I went for 3 hours and it just felt like seconds. I cannot believe I'm playing a game released today and I'm so hooked on it that I don't want to stop. I'm 9 hours in. I got through the title card. I've just done the one where we're looking for Evelyn. We just did that sort of, you know, brothel mission and really getting deep with that robot, getting into our feelings. It was really creepy, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I'll be honest, I know it's a lot of issues with the base PS4, but it's playable. It really is playable. If you are like me, and I am enjoying the fact that the game doesn't look so crisp and clean. It looks clunky and sort of, but obviously it's buggy, glitchy, but that's a game I really do like. I enjoy it. It doesn't look real. It looks like a video game. I mean, I really struggled with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, I did a playthrough on that and I quit halfway. I was just not enjoying it as a playthrough. And even then when I was playing on the site, it was like, can I play the game, the story? And it's really lagging on. And I mean, I know the whole game was in Midgar, but holy shit was I suffocating. I really wanted to get outside and, you know, explore the world of Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, there's been a couple of hit and misses for me, you know, these last few years, to the point that I wanted to play some retro games. But this game I really am loving, and it's just such a shame that the damage has been done and people don't even want to bother with this game. This is coming from me. Give it another go. Try and get past all the issues. You're going to be in for a good time. Trust me. It's all the dialogue as well, the story itself, the people who are voicing the characters. I can tell they've really put in a lot of effort in it. I mean, like just bringing up the mission where we're looking for Evelyn and we're talking to her. It was a robot hooker, but the way she was talking to our character, it was like, oh, this is getting deep. Like, she's really cracking into our feelings here. And when we lost Jackie, he passed, and I'm really upset we lost our crew. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't played. Mind you, people quit the game. But you know what I mean? I feel very attached, like I'm in the game. And not many games these days can do that, so that's saying something. Alrighty, a game I started and I've played a few hours of it. Control. It's been on my list for a while to play. I've done a big list of games, especially released in the last couple of years, to do not a playthrough, but just play through it in my own time. Unfortunately, I am struggling a little bit. It's a very beautiful game. I can tell the creators have really done a good job, making this game really polished. The story's really well written, and even the main character herself is really cool. I really love, her as, playing as her as, the main character of the game. It's really good. But it's the idea that it's heavily driven on sort of psychological, if you know what I mean, and it's very cinematic based. It's like interactive movie kind of thing. There's a bit of a battle going on, like a few action moments where, taking out enemies, but it's very heavily relying on story and cutscenes and stuff, and that's why I really struggle. That's why I really struggle with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I felt like, so you can't do anything yet. You got to walk to this point, watch this movie. You're not ready to do battle yet. Keep going, that kind of thing. So don't get me wrong. Once I got the powers, like the telekinesis, it was really cool. Throwing things at enemies, and the battles are really fun. But I wish there was more of that than the cutscenes, unfortunately. But it's still a good game either way. It is really good, especially if you love those kind of psychological games. It would be perfect for you. Alright, I played some more of Lara Croft Temple of Osiris. This is just really enjoyable. Every now and again I jump in. I'm tackling it in between. So basically, if I really want to play a video game, actually I'll say, so a video game is this, and it's an interactive sort of psychological game where I want to be sort of have my mind messed with. Control. But some days I just don't, it's like I'm not mentally sort of prepared for it, so then I'll play a game like that. So yeah, balancing in between, and I'm probably, I feel like I'm about almost halfway. It's just, I got 6 of these pieces that I've got to replace, and I'm not sure how much game there is after that, but yeah, this is really fun. Like I said, this is made an appearance in the last 3 episodes. It's really good. Okie dokie, guess what I finished? The Big Book of Vampirella. It took me almost a year, and I finally got through it, and this was such a delight to read, to sort of learn where Vampirella come from, how she was back then when she first appeared. And she wasn't even, it wasn't like she was in a comic like she is today. She was narrating stories, which was really awesome, almost like Elvira. You remember Elvira doing that kind of thing? Really good. And felt kind of weird that I finally finished it. Talk about finished. Undead Messiah, and holy shit, was that the ending chapter really so he's trying to hunt for his dad, and his mum messages him, I'm coming to visit, and she gets killed. The dad kills her. It's like, oh no, it's so sad. And then he's like, I'm gonna kill your dad, don't kill me. And the zombie dad is like, what? So it's like, hang on a minute, what happened there? And then he gets his head spiked by the Messiah. I finally realised who the Messiah is. It's this dude that can control the zombies, which is, really, really cool. But if I see Volume 2, I will definitely pick it up. It was definitely a really good read. And I want to show you one page that made me, giggle. Alright, so basically the 2 characters get sort of captured, and it's like the military talking to him, and the head person there, she's like, I just need to know what's going on, blah blah. And I forget her name. I feel bad. She does something that's like, oh no, sorry, there's a text. Oh, that's why. So basically she calls her Mary Kay, and she's like, I really prefer MK. And it's like, very quiet. I thought the woman was going to be sort of like, calm, look, you're not in trouble, I just need to understand why you were there. And then in the next panel, very quiet, don't interrupt me. Alrighty, read some more of Jurassic Park. That Nedry chapter was really scary. That really sort of got the hairs standing up where the Dilophosaurus takes him out. And is that a full-grown Dilophosaurus? Because the way it took him out, it spilled his guts out by cutting open his stomach, and then it bit down his head on his head and lifted him up. So I was like, is that a full-grown one? Holy crap! So that was really, scary. The way they just explained how he was dying, it was really whew. And then the next chapter was Tim, just him trying to escape the car, which is amazing. Like in the movie, Alan gets him out, but he gets out on his own. Then he's looking for Lex, and the next chapter is Lex, funny enough, and I was really worried for her. I knew she didn't die, but I'm like, is she okay? Please tell me she's okay. But the next chapter is literally her. She's sitting in that drain. She's freaking out. She's trying to keep calm. So yeah, I'm really chopping away at it now. I'm almost over halfway, and yeah, I can't wait to get to the Lost World. Alright, because I finished the Vampirella book and I've sort of finished others, I finally started the Infinity Gauntlet. And holy shit, is it really good. I am really enjoying this. And I'll tell you what, I know it's like, don't compare the comics and that to the movies. It is so much different in this compared to, the Marvel movies sort of storyline. I mean, he does this shit because he just wants to sleep with death, essentially. He wants her love. And it's like, what do I have to do to prove that I love you? Oh, alright then, you want half the race, half the population of the universe gone? Snap. And then just the way they were sort of explaining, it's like Peter Parker or Spider-Man I should say, he was flying around and all that stuff, and then I was like, hang on, where'd you go? Where'd you go? And the one that really scared me was a mother looking in her crib, where's my baby? Where's my baby? And I'm like, oh. And then it was really weird because it's like, so there's moments happening, but then, so a character's talking. It didn't happen to Captain America, but no, it did, I think. Yeah, so I forget who he was talking to exactly, but they're talking about, there's disappearance everywhere and all that stuff, what's going on? Oh, what's your thoughts? Here's a good example. So it's not the character, I'll just say, oh my god, huh? I'll just say Falcon. Captain America's like, oh, Falcon, what are your thoughts? Falcon? And it's like, oh my god, he disappeared! Like, it's really good. I'm enjoying it, and I think I'm almost halfway, really good. Alright everyone, I'm really looking forward to it. Season 2 of Camp Cretaceous is coming out very soon. I'm looking forward to getting onto that and watching it. I had such a blast with Season 1. I just still can't believe that moment where that realization where I'm like, hang on a minute, he did not just get eaten by the, I've forgotten the name. The Dilophosaurus, no. The Indominus Rex Dilophosaurus, where'd that come from? That moment, it was like, oh! So I cannot wait to get into that. And talk about a new season, Cobra Kai. I haven't really talked about it that much. I started Cobra Kai Season 1 a couple of years back and just fell in love with it. And then I got into Season 2 and watched it in almost one night. And Season 3 is, I think, out now actually. And yeah, I can't wait. It's such a good show. It is a perfect show to continue on a great sort of movie series. That's how, most movies back then should be. Don't try and remake them or grab, make another one in the series. Make a TV series. I mean, I'll just say Cobra Kai is really, really good. The one thing I will nitpick, spoiler alert, Season 2, the last episode, the high school fight, it was very sort of meh, very meh. Really, you got kids walking into a principal's office. Oh, I'm gonna kill you, girl, that, you kissed my boyfriend. Oh, these kids are killing each other. And the adults like, what do we do? Oh, please, if this was a school, like the high school I went to, bloody teachers would be spearing them all, that kind of thing. So, that bit was a bit meh in my opinion, but the ending part of that was like, I played some more Star Wars Dark Forces 2. It took me a while to get back into it because I started my Christmas specials around the time I did Season 1. not season 1, session 1. So yeah, did all my Christmas specials. Very happy this year with the games I picked. Did Pokemon Stadium and Croc and Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was really fun. That night I had a good time with that. But yeah, finally got back into Dark Forces. But I'm starting to struggle a bit now. I had to use a walkthrough on mission 6 where we had to break out a prisoner, I think, or the spy, rebel spy that we had. Infiltrate the Empire, and I just got really stuck on the elevator. You had to position the elevators to a point and then slip through, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe how long I spent on that, and I was never going to figure it out. Look at what my youngest niece got me for my birthday. A Lego Batman portrait, and I spent the day building it. It didn't take me that long, actually. Yeah, this was a birthday present from her, but her mum, my sister, sort of helped her. She's only a toddler, but it just meant so much to me, and she actually drew me a birthday cake and I got it displayed. I should have brought that in, actually. Fuck it, I'm bringing it in. Look at that. She drew me a birthday cake and she handwritten. I'll see if I can get it open. Jesus Christ, where that... So we did New Year's. We had one of these super party bomb, like lose picture, like cannons, and I'm still finding bits. Happy birthday, Uncle Liam. Lots of love, Freya. So yeah, I got that hanging up over there. But it was very, very thoughtful, and yeah, she knows we like Batman, and Luke got a Joker one, which is really cool. I don't know if he's built his yet. Alright everyone, I think that's all for this episode. There's like a few other things, but I thought, no, not really, sort of, it's only like I watched Die Hard 1 and 2 on Christmas, had a good time, had it off for the first time in 4 years, Christmas Eve and day, so I watched Die Hard 1 and 2 all night, got drunk, and then the next day watched all the Star Wars, the original trilogies. That's sort of like my Christmas tradition on Christmas Day, or whatever day we celebrate it, if I'm working or not. So yeah, that was fun, and yeah, I think we will end it there to kick off the new year of 2021, and no bullshit this year, please. So yeah, I will see you all later for the next episode of Kayne's Bedtime, and yeah, I screwed that up. Have a good night, I was going to say.